Good morning. Our hand today is going to be pocket fours. 10 NL game, full ring. Folds to me in the cutoff. We raise. Raise to 3 bets. I think that's standard. And big blind calls. Big blind's playing 24-11. He's got 28% in the big blind, so 16 out of 58. What's interesting, he has called a 2-bet 15 out of 41 times. There's one more time where he played, which was he called a 3-bet from the big blind. He did not raise, so his 3-bet stats actually pretty low. So 2 out of 218. I think generally speaking, this player is a tighter player, definitely passive. In the big blind to get to into the 30s, we're looking at something like this. Now, what I did was assigned weights for the ace, king, and kings. I think 70% of the time he's probably just limping with ace, king, maybe 100% of the time. He's not limping, he's calling with ace, king. I had 50% for kings. These numbers could be a little bit higher. But that's what we're going with. So we take a flop of 10-8-7, 2 spades. This is more likely to hit my opponent's range. He's calling range. We do have overpairs. We both have it. So I'm going to say this is probably more of a neutral type board, since both of us hit this board about the same. No one's really ahead by a large margin. Villain checks. He does donk. This isn't a flop to donk. So this comes back to us. What do we do? What do we bet? I think I do have a note on this player that he is a tight passive, maybe not willing to invest heavily without a hand. I think the middle cards, I don't think we're going to generate the number of folds that we'd like. He does fold 81%. This is in position, a 33% out of position. So he tends to fold to a c-bet a lot. Probably overfolds, but I don't think this is necessarily one of those hands where we're going to see the huge fold. So I think what we're going to probably do is bet. We're going to make our c-bet, probably with the straights. We're probably doing it with set. I think 2 pair, we're going to get it. I think we're going to probably bet our overpair. Probably bet like ace and king, and then jacks could be a call. Maybe queens could be a call. Jacks we block a lot, so but maybe I have that reversed. Maybe we're checking ace king. Nah, I think we're still betting. I think we're betting the overpairs even with the jack. Top pair, I think, is where we start changing things up. So I think we probably still bet all of these hands. We've got some potential. 10-6 is probably the weakest of our top pair hands, but I think that's going to be all for value. And then we have to look at what else are we doing as like a bluff. I think flush draw, we have open enders, 2 card, one card. I think the gut shots are valid, are worthy of betting. I'm going to say queen jack. It's the gut shot that we could be betting. We've got the jacks. I don't think we're going to be betting all of the jacks. And then I think we're going to have some of these 2 card backdoor flush draws that we're going to be betting. Probably as aces. Maybe these kings, the Broadway kings. We're kind of betting those as bluffs and for some value. And then about half and half. That's about 55%. That's probably about right. I don't think we want to go higher than that. A player like this, when he calls, he's going to be calling with a lot. So I don't think he's going to show us, he's going to check raise at all. I think he's going to be calling all with the top pair, possibly with nines, maybe with the middle pair just once. I have his note as being tight passive. Yeah. I think we're being generous to give him the middle pair, but I think flush draw, open ender's going to call. So maybe overall he's going to have a lot of these hands. Now bottom pair, pocket pair below the boards. Maybe that's it. So maybe we are underestimating what we should be betting. So maybe we fire out these bottom middle pair. 9 should be in here. 9's already there. Yeah, maybe we should be betting more. Maybe even all the one card gut shots. Maybe something like that. Take advantage of his folds. I didn't. I checked. I think that's a mistake. Working through this hand now. I know we could also go for delayed c-bet. So we've been at the table for 100 hands. But I think this is how we should be playing. So once I didn't do that, we're going to basically X out all these hands. So I don't think we'd have the open enders. Maybe the gut shots. So we'll just go with something like that. It has some hands that we otherwise would have bet, so just know that. I think we should have taken advantage of it. Ace of Hearts comes out. Villain checks, so he still has 100%. Oops, that's his. So he's got 100% still. I don't think he's going to be betting. Now I bet with the ace. I think this would have been better had we bet earlier. It makes it more believable now on the turn, fire second barrel. We do know that he's going to play pairs, so I think we could easily throw, second barrel out here, and that ace is going to be pretty scary for him. He'd probably fold. So now looking at like the hands that I checked, I think top pair is now part of it. And now we have the open ender that we could bet. And maybe that's it. I mean, we've got some gut shots too, but these are still like with the sixes, and I don't really like those. You've got the jacks as well. So I think that's it, which makes our hand top pair heavy, really. Now villain calls, and that's what's, when he calls, I think top pair, maybe these middle pairs, that's with the 10. I think he'll do that. He'll call flush draw, open ender. I think that's what his calling range is. Now, that ace now makes it more likely that he's connected in some way with the pot. 10 comes out. 10 of diamonds. He could definitely have that. He could definitely have the ace. If we bet, what kind of hands does he call? I think he calls top pair plus. I don't think he's going to call with one of these, although he could. I'm going to say 65% he's going to call, and he's going to have top pair. So we're looking at 35%. He'll fold. We could bet a quarter pot. And we do a third pot. Yeah, let's see here. Pot's 13. We bet 4 to win 12. We're risking 3. Or we're risking 1 to win 3. So 1 over 420. We have to win 25%. For a quarter pot. He's gonna fold that right off. So we'll make a profit with a quarter. A 1/3 pot bet, I think is, well, hold on, no, 4 out of 12. That is 25%. Let's get this over here, calculator. So we risk 4 to win. Risk over risk plus reward. So risk plus our reward, which would be 13. We'll make it easy. So we've got to win 24% of the time. That would be, it's not bad. That's not bad. If we do half pot, 6 to win, so we're risking 6 to win 13. Yeah, 31%. So half pot could work. Half pot, I think there's less risk with a quarter of a pot. Probably a little bit better. I think we could do that. Oops, I said he was going to call those, but we have 64%. I think we could probably bet with everything. Yeah, checking behind gives us, some showdown, but I think he's going to fold too much. So we do check. He shows king 9. He shows a spade, draw. I think that was kind of what I had thought he could have. He actually has a combo draw. He's not folding, so we bet flop. He bets. We bet turn. I'll probably fire the river again. I think once he calls twice, flop and turn, I think it's less likely that he has the ace. Also, possibly could have the 10, but could easily have beyond that straight or the flush draw, and I'd probably fire the third barrel again, and I'd get him to fold, and I take my hand down. In this case, we still won the hand because we had pocket 4s, so we had 2 pair. Wasn't a massive spot, but we still won it. I think overall, against this player, we missed the c-bet. I think we attacked the c-bet. We generate a lot of folds. I think with his calls, I think I was probably thinking he's too tight, but in the big blind, it's still 38%. It's still a fairly big range, and there's a lot of hands that are going to miss that he could fold. So might as well pick up that equity from those hands. All right, hopefully you enjoy this hand. If you do, look tomorrow for another one.